We're getting silly today. We got the pre-roll for today's Nintendo Direct. I have a couple things that I'm thinking of looking for. I've already seen people in chat talking about the recent Nintendo patent, or at least the alleged Nintendo patent, as I personally have not seen the actual documents. Charlie Moist Critical did make a video a couple days ago at this point in regards to Nintendo's patent on summoning mechanics, quote unquote, and it's circulated as myself. I have not seen the documents. Assuming allegedly that this is true, obviously, this is going to be a very big factor in my decision-making process, looking at Nintendo going forward. I am thinking we're going to see, at least some explanation potentially in regards to timelines for Nintendo Switch Online. I'm actually playing Pokemon Violet right now because I'm trying to breed a friend guard Clefairy with certain IVs, specifically 0 attack and 0 speed. But last I checked, we only had like 3-ish games, like Wind Waker, right? Exegil, Darkness is not, and Coliseum are not on the Nintendo Switch Online quite yet. So I'm very interested to see what's going to come of that. I'm very interested to see what's going to get released. People said Xenoblade, people said Kid Icarus, people have said, funny things. I'm thinking Final Fantasy XIV, actually, because we haven't really seen Final Fantasy XIV. I know Yoshi P's talked about it. Like, I just did a Google search, right? Quick 2-second Google search. But we don't have Final Fantasy XIV yet, it seems. So I'm very interested to see if that's going to be a potential reveal, especially because allegedly developers, including AAA, quadruple A devs, are having issues getting their hands on Nintendo Switch dev kits. So it seems like, especially, with Octopath, it seems like Nintendo and Square Enix are kind of working with each other fairly consistently. It would not surprise me if Final Fantasy XIV would actually be something, a lawsuit. Not necessarily, because that's why forced arbitration agreements exist. So I think it's interesting. This is not going to be part of the Direct, but Nintendo and the Brazil lawsuit, do I say lawsuit? Violation of consumer protections in Brazil, 20 days to respond. I heard nothing from Nintendo after that, so I wonder if that got swept under the rug, settled out of court, or whatever. I'm very curious to see what happens, but I think this is going to be strictly from a gaming standpoint. But welcome. That was some quick disclosures. We're going to pretty much rapid fire this today. We're going to go through this. I'm going to try to go through this pretty live, reactionary, limit my pausing and stuff because it is a live event, but we'll have a discussion at the end. Without further ado. Okay, okay, so I'm assuming this is a blanket statement for the entirety of it. It's fun. It's whimsical. I mean, they're really going in with this. It is the 40th. Mario Maker. Really? This is concept art. This has to be Mario Maker, right? Well, so this is just 40.
Konnichiwa, Miyamoto desu.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We'll start today's Nintendo Direct with the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary.
Starting
tomorrow, September 13th, marks 40 years since the launch of Super Mario Bros. In Japan. We got here because so many people have played. Thank you all very much. The Mario games have been supported by evolutions in digital technology and gaming consoles.
No sunshine?
Additionally, Mario has taken on many different designs in the artwork. At the Nintendo Museum, which opened in Kyoto last year,
do they not use emulators
an art
there?
Gallery that displays character illustrations drawn during the development of different games. There are also illustrations and pixel art from the Mario series.
I like this.
Also, from now through next September, the ticket for admission will change to the design shown here.
Okay.
And starting this December, we're planning a 40th anniversary light display. You'll still need a reservation to enter the museum, but we hope those visiting will check it out.
That's fine.
On
I think
top
that's
of
fair
that,
and reasonable.
Earlier in May, following Japan and Hollywood, we opened the third Super Nintendo World theme park at Universal Epic Universe in Orlando, Florida. We hope you can experience the world of Super Mario in real life. Next is more news about Kyoto. We'll be supporting the Kyoto Marathon, which will take place next February. Since its inception in 1985, the Super Mario series has been running for 40 years, thanks to everyone's support. But this time, Mario himself will be cheering on the runners. This is the race bib that the runners will wear, which has the Nintendo logo on it. We'll be supporting in other ways as well. If you're interested in marathons, why not take the opportunity to run through Kyoto? Also, coming next spring, please take a look at this.
I don't know the context of the Kyoto Runner race, but I'm assuming this is a very big deal and a very prestigious honor. We're going to see Jack Black again in another video game movie?
The name of the new movie that Nintendo and Illumination are producing together is the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Okay.
What kinds of adventures do you think Mario and his friends will have in space? This movie will be the main event of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. Let's also hear some remarks from the movie's co-producer, Chris-san, from Illumination.
So this is
Chris-san.
interesting.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. As we celebrate Mario's 40th anniversary, it's an opportunity to reflect on the 4 decades of creativity, imagination, and adventure that Mario has brought to life for fans across generations and around the world. From its groundbreaking world building to its iconic characters and unforgettable music, the Super Mario Brothers have left a lasting impact on the very fabric of our culture. All of us at Illumination feel so fortunate to continue our collaboration with Nintendo as we expand the life of Mario in movies. And while the Super Mario Galaxy games are the core inspiration for our story,
Sure.
this next film holds surprises for fans of every Mario era.
I would hope so.
Our directors, Michael Jelinek and Aaron Horvath, along with the extraordinary team of artists at our studio in Paris, are very busy working to deliver a film that aspires to earn its place in the history we're here to celebrate. Brian Tyler is also returning to compose a score that blends together musical themes from Mario's incredible game heritage. And we're also thrilled to welcome back Chris Pratt as Mario,
Okay, this is fair.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach,
Sure.
Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black
There he
as
is.
Bowser,
Yep, there he is.
Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Kevin-Michael Richardson as Kamek. And as we continue to make progress on the Super Mario Galaxy movie, we look forward to sharing more with you in the future.
You have to
And
understand.
until then, thank you, and back to you, Miyamoto-san.
I'm a huge
Thank
Jack
you,
Black
Chris-san.
fan. But
I'm also
I
involved
don't
in
know.
the production every day and I'm enjoying it. It's a movie worthy of the 40th anniversary. Please wait a little longer for its release.
That's fine.
While you're waiting, I have something I'd like to show you. Please take a look at this.
They're after that Sonic money. I'm not a huge fan of Jack Black after his whatever his feud with Kyle Gass was. Just something about it. I haven't looked at him the same since. Okay. Switch 2 port, $80, right? I would like to posit that especially during the direct we did last time where I was incredibly critical of certain things, I am expecting a full premium experience. I am expecting $80 games. So I wanted to get that expectation out of the way. A premium console, right? $450, $500, right? I'm expecting a premium for these. If they're not, that's when I have some business questions for Nintendo. I still haven't played Galaxy 2, actually. My sister and I 100%ed it. It looks clean. I'm assuming it's 60 FPS. I would buy a physical. I would do it. I would mess with that. The soundtrack's also a banger. Okay, I'm into it. What's the price tag? What's the price point? Are they going to actually update the Nintendo Online Store today as well? Unlike they didn't do it last time. There were definitely missing entries that we cataloged. Mario. I don't think it's going to be up quite yet. It'll probably be after the Direct. They'll probably set it to public at that point. 10/2/2025. So within the next month. But what's the price tag? Is there going to be differences between, Europe, America, the US, right? Like, is there going to be differences?
It's the games that share the movie's title.
Sure.
Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2.
They'd be doing it if Sunshine was the movie.
I'll turn it over to the original director for Super Mario Galaxy. Koizumi-san.
Hi.
Hey, hello everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi. From here, I'll introduce the games that will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary. First, the two games you just saw were developed around the idea of what Mario's adventures would be like in space. The planets have gravity, and seeing Mario not fall off of them while upside down was very impressive.
Yes.
Even as a developer.
It was a good game.
The second game also returns 15 years after its original release on Wii. In Rosalina's library, you can read a storybook.
It'd be a good one to
It's now
play
in
on
both
stream.
games. And we've also added new pages.
Okay, interesting.
We hope you're looking forward to that as well.
Sure. What's the price point?
In addition, the storybook will be available as a real-life product.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
The new pages I mentioned won't be included, but
Oh well.
more details, including the release timing, will be available on the My Nintendo Store website later today.
We'll see how they
please
get.
check that out.
I'm expecting these to be scalped.
Super
100%.
Mario Galaxy plus Super Mario Galaxy 2 will launch on Nintendo Switch, but you can play these games on Nintendo Switch too.
I would hope so.
Many other
Redundancy.
Mario titles are also available on Nintendo Switch.
Sure.
So if there's one you haven't played yet, why not take the opportunity to try it? Okay, let's introduce some other Mario games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
No price point? What's the price tag? Please? Mark, sell me a product. Strikers? No, it's tennis. Interesting. Mario Strikers continues to not exist.
The latest entry in the Mario Tennis series is hitting the court on Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Tennis Fever. Use topspin,
Interesting.
slices, lobs, and other familiar shots.
How does it control? Is he using
But
gyro?
now you can also slide and use other fancy footwork with new defensive maneuvers. And swing into action with new equipment called Fever Rackets.
Okay.
Keep a rally going to build up your fever gauge. Then unleash a fever shot. Freeze the court with the ice racket. Summon mushrooms that shrink your opponents using the mini mushroom racket. Or duplicate yourself with the shadow racket. There are 30 fever rackets, each with their own abilities. Pair them with 38 playable characters, the most in series history, to find your own strategy.
Sure. So, what
Let's
stops
see the
this?
game modes being served up.
What stops this from being another Mario Kart?
It's riveting commentary in tournament mode. Aim for the top by completing different objectives in the Trial Towers mode.
Oh, that's gonna be toxic, especially online.
Play matches with unexpected rules in Mix It Up mode.
Sure.
Even some where you'll experience wonder effects. In the online modes, choose between casual play with customizable rules in Online Room or Go for Glory in Ranked Matches. You can even gently swing your Joy-Con 2 controller like a racket for a more authentic experience in Swing Mode.
Swing mode is supposed to emulate the Wii.
After encountering monsters on a remote island, Mario and friends are transformed into babies, kicking off a series of unexpected events in the game's Adventure Mode. With their tennis skills gone, the babies will need to learn how to play. And defeat the monsters to return to normal. Mario Tennis Fever launches on Nintendo Switch 2 February 12th.
$80 easy.
That was Mario Tennis Fever.
マリオテニスフィーバーです。
It features familiar tennis gameplay, but unique to this latest entry are fever shots, which change depending on your racket. There are plenty of other modes as well, so please look forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
It's not up on the eShop yet. I'm checking. Aces is up. That's 60.
Hi!
Hello?
What'll it be?
What is this?
Wow!
More multiplayer mayhem is coming to the Flower Kingdom in Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Plus meetup in Bella Bell Park. A large plaza has been discovered in the Flower Kingdom.
I'm not even knocking this.
Here, you can enjoy a variety of attractions that let you team up with or work against friends and family.
Let me clarify that my frustration is, once again, yet another remake / remaster.
Collect the most coins to win.
No new IP? No new game?
Make your way through the course. And don't miss your chance to get rich.
Whoever has the most lives at the end wins.
Use items to duke it out. Dodge attacks and try to survive.
Whoever's it at the end loses.
Run and hide and tag. If you're tagged, you're it. And the other players get to transform and hide.
So it's hide and seek
Work
mod.
Together to relay.
Or prop
Pass the bomb to each other so it doesn't explode before you reach the goal.
Work together to get to the goal.
Place donut blocks while your friends run across them.
No, so to clarify, it makes sense that they're covering this stuff, right? It makes sense that they're covering Mario Force, especially Mario 40th, right? My concern is Nintendo still remains kind of the remake remaster king of the industry.
Grab your friends and family for multiplayer fun in Bella Bell Park.
Sure. It looks fun. I'm sure people will enjoy it, especially if they haven't played it already.
The Nintendo Switch 2 Edition adds other new content as well. Look forward to more on that in the future. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus meetup in Bella Bell Park, launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next spring.
Sure.
So long.
Okay.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder is getting a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. As its name implies, Meetup in Bella Bell Park adds more multiplayer options to enjoy. It also adds other new content, so stay tuned for more details in the future. About these chatty characters.
Was it something I said?
The talking flowers.
No.
We actually made them.
Oh, no.
We kind of look alike, huh?
Oh, really?
I was expecting a pro gamer word to come out of that flower.
Just like that. These talking flowers can make everyday life a little more fun.
Sure.
They're planned for somebody release next spring. Okay, next is the last game for the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary part of this presentation.
To their credit, this has been pretty streamlined. This has been pretty quick, right? Rapid fire.
One
Yoshi's
day,
Island?
on the island where Yoshi and his friends live,
Yoshi's Island. Is it new or remastered?
a talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky.
Amazing.
It looks like the book has information within its pages about unusual creatures. But it can't actually see what's written down. So Yoshi jumps in to help investigate. First,
it.
let's study this flower-like creature.
I have a mouth but cannot scream.
We
or I have
found
no
it
mouth
right
but will
away.
scream. Yeah.
It tastes kind of sweet. You can carry this creature on your back.
Okay.
Touch flower buds with it, and they'll bloom.
I wonder what the budget for this is.
Through the book, you'll make all sorts of discoveries about the creatures you find. And those discoveries will be written down. Hey, we
Thought that
found
was
some
Shenpai for a second.
dandelions. Touch them, and they'll scatter in the air.
Okay.
Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack.
Okay.
Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock.
Bro, this got me Fubar like the campfire game.
It looks like there are still lots of unusual creatures residing within the book. A page-turning adventure awaits.
Okay. I feel that, dude. I feel this.
Yoshi and the Mysterious Book launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next spring.
So, it is a new property.
A
I
new
have to
game
give him credit.
starring Yoshi is
$80.
on the way.
不思議の図鑑が登場します。
The game takes place within a mysterious book. You'll make discoveries and encounter all sorts of things as you're exploring. Please stay tuned for future updates.
Sure, that's fine.
That's all for the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary.
At least there's a new game.
In addition to the games coming in the future, the new movie releases next spring. We hope you enjoy all sorts of adventures with Mario.
It's not just ports and
Okay.
remasters.
We'll now begin our usual Nintendo Direct.
All right. Let's get our
First,
reading
we'll
glasses
introduce
on.
games launching on Nintendo Switch.
Sure. Cool.
It's time to storm into Cryptica. The mesmerizing world of Cryptica awaits in this 2D side-scrolling roguelike adventure. Fight
This is
your way
cool.
through this 80s anime-inspired realm solo or with a friend in couch co-op, where every battle is twice as chaotic and twice as thrilling. Hone
Looks
your
smooth.
swift swordplay against a variety of foes, uncover a wide array of unique melee and ranged weapons, and glide through ever-shifting biomes with graceful, acrobatic moves. With the help of magical creatures called Storm Hearts, you'll gain permanent upgrades to boost your abilities and help you on your next run. And in couch co-op mode, you can experiment with ability upgrades by combining and sharing power-ups for different playstyles. Storm
like this.
Lancers launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch system later today.
This has potential. I like it. I like the concept here.
The wilderness is calling.
What is this? What's happening?
Transform a wild island
Oh,
inspired
dinkum.
by the Australian outback.
Good night,
In
mate.
this charming survival life sim, there are plenty of ways to make this wilderness your home. Plant crops, catch fish, gather resources, and plenty more.
Okay.
But don't let your guard down while exploring. Wild creatures may attack, so use your tools, weapons, and wits to make it out in one piece. As you progress, you can turn this rugged island into a bustling town. Visit shops,
Okay.
enjoy festivals, and talk with visitors. Some of them might even decide to live here.
It's like
Plus,
My
up
Sims
to
meets
4
like
friends can build and
Vintage
explore
Story.
together in local or online co-op. Dingo
Emus.
launches as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch system November 5th. Pre-orders and a demo will be available later today.
I want to see the performance. The performance looks smooth. It doesn't look like any frames are missing.
Colorful adventure. Save a mysterious planet in the platforming adventure Popucom.
Okay.
Team up locally or online in this multiplayer-only game.
They're pushing co-op.
On
Okay, I
this
like it.
planet, color is key. Attack enemies with the same color to defeat them. Each adventurer can only fire 2 colors, so you'll need to swap
This is
between
3D.
them during battle. Timing is critical
what's the game?
too. Work together to fire colors at the right
3D
time to
Bejeweled?
overcome obstacles. You can also use items like shields to block lasers or drones to create platforms.
Okay.
Powerful bosses can be found at the end of stages. Team up to take them down. Additionally, in party mode, up to 4 pals can take on a variety of challenges together.
Okay.
A colorful co-op adventure awaits in Popucom, launching on Nintendo Switch this holiday.
What is it? It's like Candy Crush or balloons in like a 3D space, right? Maybe something like that. It has
Here,
potential.
on this small island floating in the sea, are me characters, each living their own carefree lives.
Tomodachi? No way.
When is the game coming out?
Oh my god, yes.
Let's take a look at what's happening in the Tomodachi Life Living the Dream game.
Oh my god. No way. They did it.
You're in charge of this island. You can create me characters of anyone you'd like living here. Base them on a friend, a family member, or even yourself. Once you've chosen their personality and voice,
My name is Anne.
your me is good to go.
I can't wait to start living.
I can't wait for the Vine Sauce VODs of
The me
this.
characters you create will enjoy their island life however they see fit.
Okay.
Wonder what's up?
I'm so hungry.
Food for thought.
All hail
Yum.
the roast
Enjoy.
beef. All hail the roast beef. The dreams. I would buy
Looks
this.
like that hit the spot. This me looks bored all by their lonesome.
Mood.
Someone needs a pick-me-up.
Forced interaction. Let's go.
Leave a charcoal with a Grimby. Oh, blap.
Oh, this is
They
gonna be
really
wild.
hit it off, all thanks to this meetup. This is just a small slice of the life here on the island. Stay tuned for more information in the future.
Chat, you're not ready for my Tomodachi Life VODs. When this happens, you're not ready for the cult. The roast beef cult will rise.
We interrupt to bring you some breaking news.
Okay.
This just in. Following previous reports of a 2026 release date, we can now confirm that Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, launches next spring. More on this story as it develops.
There was breaking news in that trailer. Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream will launch next spring.
That's a long ways away. Like a long ways away. Why the gap?
Please wait a little longer for this new dream life.
The Switch
Next
2.
up are games heading to
I get it
Nintendo
now.
Switch 2, including some games that will also be available on Nintendo Switch.
The Switch 2 was to fill a gap in their balance sheet. I get it now.
Dash, slash, and clash in these games. Get over here and choose your fighter in this totally collection of Mortal Kombat classics.
Pass.
This
Not
compilation
MK fan.
features multiple classic games from
This
the
is good,
90s and
though.
early 2000s, including arcade, console, and handheld versions. Friendship matters, so fight your pals locally or take the in-game tournament global with added support for online play. Want a break from combat? Dive into an interactive documentary that includes concept art, archival footage, and exclusive interviews with the original creators. Prepare to test your might when Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection launches digitally on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 30th and physically December 12th.
So I'm not a Mortal Kombat fan because I just don't like the gore, but
Experience
I
the
am happy
first
for
game in the
fans.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Trilogy.
Nope, this is a pass. It's gonna be the Crisis
Step
Core.
into
You don't
the role
actually
of
have it on your
Cloud Strife,
console.
a former member of Shinra's elite soldier unit. While he's working as a mercenary, the legendary hero Sephiroth, who supposedly died on a past mission, suddenly appears.
Or Kingdom Hearts 2.
The fate of the planet is now in your hands.
No way you own a copy of this.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system January 22nd.
I'm calling it right now. You don't actually own the copy. You're playing it from a server.
This action roguelite adventure. Battle foes to rescue robot allies. Collect resources and create a place for others to call home. Then, customize your weapon classes and unlock powerful abilities. You can also catch fish, harvest crops, and craft items between missions. Online, you can team up with friends in co-op or via game share. Mouse controls are also supported on Nintendo Switch 2.
This is pretty
Linked
cute.
Banner of the Spark launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch later today.
Okay. Sure. What is this?
Well, daughter
Hades?
of Hades.
Yep, Hades.
Princess of the underworld.
I haven't played it.
'Twould seem that you are finally prepared. But time itself is against us. And war has come to Mount Olympus. Shall you rush now to your family's defense? Or shall you strike our enemy in the heart of the underworld?
I haven't played Hades at all. I hear it's good.
You know me, Headmistress. I'll do both.
Look, as long as it performs good, that's all that matters.
Prepare to battle beyond the underworld of Greek myth in Hades 2. Play as the princess of the underworld to take on the sinister titan of time. Wield powerful weapons of night, the Sister Blades, the Moonstone Axe, the Witch's Staff, and more. Cast a binding circle to ensnare your enemies and gain the upper hand. Along the way, the gods of Olympus will grant you new skills and abilities. Mix and match to find the most powerful combinations.
This is Switch 2 specifically.
You'll be faced with different choices, and you'll keep growing stronger and unlocking new upgrades. Discover new secrets and unravel the story. On Nintendo Switch 2, experience the action in up to 120 frames per second in TV mode. Hades 2 launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch September 25th.
I'm in the same boat as Hollow Knight. I'll play the first Hades first.
Right in.
But I think this is good if performance great.
The Kirby Air Riders game is coming soon, and 2 new amiibo are also on the way.
Pass on the amiibo. Not a fan.
Tap them to summon figure players that you can train. Your figure players will level up as they compete, and their machine's proficiency level will also increase. Plus, with the amiibo, you can swap riders.
Okay.
Just like in the game, you can choose your rider and machine. Levels are also transferred over. These 2 new amiibo will be available November 20th, the same day as the game's launch.
This tells me they want the new Kirby Air Riders to be a big... Yep, right there. They want this to be a platform like Skylanders, right, for Spyro?
Air Riders Direct, hosted by the game's director, Mr. Sakurai, is also on the way.
Oh, they're going to sell so many amiibos. They're going to push that really hard. What do we got? I still haven't finished Tears. This is Calamity, right? Or whatever the new Hyrule Warriors is. Yeah. It's imprisonment, yeah. Is it canon?
After traveling back in time, Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule, Rauru, and the queen, Sonia. She joins them to take on Demon King Ganondorf in a conflict that will come to be known as the Imprisoning War. Take on hordes of enemies as you fight alongside your allies. Like this brave Korra.
Get Vinny on the phone.
Get familiar with your allies' abilities so you know which character to swap to in any situation. Zonai devices can bring water, wind, and other effects to combat.
Okay.
Make strategic use of them to counter your enemies and alter the flow of battle.
Okay.
Pair up with nearby allies to unleash mighty sync strikes.
This makes me just miss Gundam Dynasty Warriors.
Strikes can deal high damage or have a variety of other effects.
Yeah, I miss Gundam Dynasty Warriors.
Invite a friend to fight alongside you in split-screen co-op.
Okay. Something
And
Halo
with
Infinite couldn't
GameShare, you can play together on 2 separate systems, even if only one player has the game.
That's value. That's a value proposition. That's actually value.
Uncover ancient truths that were only glimpsed in The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment launches on Nintendo Switch 2 November 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
What's the price point, huh? $80? It's got to be 8. It might actually be 70. I guess I'm spoiled because I grew up with, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. We're getting so few Zelda titles anymore.
That's enough for one day.
Dragon
Time
Quest?
for me to head back to the castle. And remember, not a word about this place to anyone. There's more to the world than this island, and we're going to prove it. Okay, 1, 2, 3!
What is this? Final Fantasy? Is this a Square IP? This has got to be Dragon Quest, right?
It all began with a spark of curiosity. Guided by a mysterious tablet, a group of young heroes embark on a journey to reclaim a lost world. As they venture into the unknown, they'll encounter mighty foes and a myriad of twists and trials. What awaits them beyond it all?
The Age of Imprisonment thing on Nintendo.com. The US store has not updated yet, as a heads up. I'm checking live.
Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Interesting.
That's the spirit. Look out, world.
So
Here
when is
we come.
So when is Dragon Quest Online Yoshi P worked on? When is that coming to Switch 2?
That was Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. We hope you're looking forward to the journey ahead in this reimagined world.
It looks cool.
Now, we'd like to announce 2 things. First, here's some news about the Nintendo Today smart device app.
No, get out of
The
here
app
with that.
continues to deliver all sorts of information about Nintendo games and characters on a daily basis. And we're adding a new Kirby theme.
Okay.
We're also delivering information regularly about Kirby Air Riders leading up to the game's release. So please check that out. Secondly, we have news about Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Yeah,
Please
I'm into
take
it.
a look at this.
I'm ready for this. We got release dates, roadmap, anything? What do we got?
Coming to Nintendo Classics,
Virtual Boy. Ow.
You'll be able to enjoy a collection of Virtual Boy games in stereoscopic 3D while playing on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
In order to play, you'll need this dedicated accessory. This recreates the form of the original Virtual Boy hardware by inserting a console to play.
No way.
Both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch are supported.
This is somebody's product. This isn't my product.
Play Mario's Tennis. Galactic Pinball.
I guess it's cool.
Telero Boxer, and more. The 14 classic games shown here are planned to be released over time. Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics is scheduled to launch February 17th.
Mate, we still don't even have the GameCube stuff with the last Direct.
The accessory needed to play Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics will be available in the future. A cardboard model of the accessory will also be available.
Ooh.
Okay.
We hope you're looking forward to Virtual Boy Nintendo Classics. Okay, let's see some more headlines.
I'm personally not, but it's somebody's product. Cool.
The Crimson Butterfly soars again.
Huh?
Minakami Village, a place said to have vanished from the map.
Ooh, I'll take more horror games, though.
But when
Fatal Frame
twin
2,
sisters, Mio and Mayu, find
It's a
themselves
remake, man.
lost and wander into the village, they encounter the unthinkable. The victims of a past tragedy. Now, Mio must use the camera obscura, a device that can pacify the unsettled ghosts and find a way home. But as she delves deeper into the mystery,
Don't let go of my hand.
Mayu's sanity slips away. Where will the Crimson Butterfly lead them? Fatal Frame 2 Crimson Butterfly Remake launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system early next year.
I'm not going to say no to more horror games.
Upgrade
I'm
your
on a
play with the
Silent Hill binge.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of these games.
Okay, what are we getting? What's upgrading?
In the Nintendo Switch 2
Sure.
edition of One Piece Pirate Warriors
Ooh.
4, you'll face off against more on-screen enemies than ever before as you aim to become King of the Pirates.
Okay.
Enjoy camera play
Overcooked.
and more in Overcooked 2, Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Serve up dishes and reactions while you cook together. Mouse controls are cropping up in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Stardew Valley. Plus,
People will
up to
buy this.
4 friends locally can play in split-screen multiplayer.
If you don't have a PC, people will buy this.
4 players can play together if one person has the game. 5 new levels, including Candyland and Museum, are dropping in with Human Fall Flat Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Plus, with mouse controls, you can enjoy a new way to wobble with physics-based fun.
Okay.
Craving more to clean?
Power Wash Sim?
Power Wash Simulator makes its triumphant return with a shiny new entry in the relaxing Clean 'em Up series.
Okay.
Unholster your washer and effortlessly blast the dirt away as you transform your sullied surroundings into squeaky clean scenes. Make use of new tools and supplies, including enhanced soap, a surface cleaner,
Amazing.
additional power washers, and rigging equipment for those hard-to-reach places.
right.
Wash your way through a fresh campaign as you explore even more of Muckingham. Then venture
Muckingham.
into new grimy locations, including Detergent Toe and Lubra City.
Okay.
After a hard day's work, take some time to unwind in your home base and spruce up the place with furniture and accessories you've collected. And for the first time, up to 4 players can make progress in the campaign together in online co-op, or split the work between 2 players with local split screen. Very satisfying indeed. Sit back, relax, and clean to your heart's content when Power Wash Simulator 2 launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this fall.
Sure, makes sense. It's cool.
The fruit matching phenomenon returns.
I don't know who... Suika returns.
Suika game is back and rounder than ever. This time, the fruit falls toward the center of a circle.
I think it's a little too late.
And you can drop it from any angle. It's 360 degrees of fruit dropping fun.
This will get sales. I think the Suika phase is over. We have the Hololive Suika version too, right?
Times. It's Super Evolution time. When this is active, you can earn bonus points based on the number of fruits you merge. Plus, with the Nintendo Switch 2 version, you can play with others locally via GameShare. This allows you and up to 3 players to drop and merge fruit together in co-op. Rotate, aim, and go for the watermelon when Suika Game Planet launches on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch this winter.
I think the window's over, right? Like, if I reacted to this 5 days after the Direct, it's going to see less viewership than if I react to it the day of, right? Same concept. What is Metroid? This has got to be Metroid, right? No? Yes. Metroid Racers? Reading Metroid Kart? Let's go. Okay, that's a pretty big world, actually. Frame rate looks consistent. Performance looks clean. Draw distance is fine. Effects are fine. No performance hiccups yet. Lava particles are fine. I think this just makes me pissed off that Halo Infinite's never going to release new campaign updates. Like, they could have done cool shit like this. They could have pulled anything out of those Silexes, right? I think this just makes me more pissed off that Microsoft has chosen to squander Halo more than anything. Like, performance looks fine. Particles are fine. This, I mean, like, it seems pretty smooth and seamless. So, no real complaints here, if I'm being honest. Holiday release means diddly squat. Yes and no, but I called Scarlet and Violet's poor performance from the windmill. I look for the trailer. That doesn't mean that the performance issues don't exist, but it is a big indicator on like, confidence of product. DK.
This is where you're from, DK?
DK DLC?
This island is beautiful.
I'm sorry, what?
DLC is smashing its way into Donkey Kong Bonanza. This new edition lets you barrel around DK Island, the home of some familiar faces.
Someone remind me of DLC later. I have a macro commentary on this later.
Void Kong will offer you a position in the ranks of the Void Company.
What do you think?
Void Kong.
Ready!
Your mission? Collect as much shiny green ore as you can in Emerald Rush.
Okay.
Meet your emerald quota within the time limit to clear each round. The key to amassing emeralds is collecting fossils to gain perks. Collect a fossil and you'll get to pick from 3 random ones. Perks have different effects, like getting more emeralds from defeated enemies or more jam-packed treasure chests. There are all sorts to choose from. Gain and stack perks, then collect oodles of emeralds. You can also smash Vanadium gems to gain random skills that power up Donkey Kong during your run.
Okay.
Your perks and skills reset after each run.
It's a roguelike. Okay.
but fossil and vanadium gem
yes and no.
locations stay the same.
Not by definition, but I
Refine
know
your
what they're going
winning
for.
strategy with each go. When a run ends, you'll earn in-game rewards based on how well you did. Playing can net you new fashions and statues to display on DK Island.
Sure.
Plus, you'll get to play Emerald Rush on more layers. Take on the challenge to earn that promotion. The Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island, and Emerald Rush paid DLC launches on Nintendo Switch 2 later today.
It's Duviri from Warframe.
A demo of the main game will also be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Or Hoyles from Destiny 2.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is getting paid DLC called DK Island and Emerald Rush. Please look forward to collecting lots of emeralds in Emerald Rush and exploring this modern take on DK Island.
I mean, a lot of people are going to like it.
Please take a look at this.
Sure. What you got for me? As I put a pin in the DLC, I have a commentary on that, specifically how it relates to Pokemon as well. Speaking of Pokemon... Hello, Ditto. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Please, no, not like this. Not after the Poke Leaks. I need you to stay far away from Ditto, Pokemon. What trainer is that? What is happening here?
This land is just waiting to be shaped.
Minecraft-like.
By a Ditto that looks like a human? And what's that in the grass? Oh, that's Bulbasaur, a grass-type Pokemon.
They saw the Pokemon Minecraft mod, I guarantee it. I think I know what they're going for. Huh.
What's this? Looks like Ditto's got an idea.
No, not like this, please. No, you don't want that community.
By learning this move, you can make grass grow. Squirtle's water gun will keep it all healthy. As nature flourishes, so do the Pokemon. Collect rocks and wood to build with.
Animal Crossing terraforming light with Pokemon?
Till the fields and grow delicious crops. Build homes for the Pokemon you meet. There's so much to do here.
I do think that this is a cute product. You have to understand I'm biased towards mainline entry games in VGC.
Go at your own pace.
No, there's some personality to this.
Wonderful space before you know it.
I don't think it's an $80 game. I think there's a cute idea here. I think there's something
Pokemon
cute. Yeah?
Pokopia.
Don't know on the name. That one feels a little weird.
A brand new Pokemon game is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you're looking forward to Pokemon Pokopia, where a Ditto with a human appearance builds a new life with other Pokemon. Next, we have information about another Pokemon game, which launches very soon.
As long as breeding isn't in the game, it's fine. Yeah, it's not Koei Temco. All right, what do you got for me? What do you got? What's the Mega? We saw Mega Malamar. What do we got? That Scizor model, though. Shuppet Shadow Claw. I don't know about that. Mega Absol returns. Ooh. Okay. That's hot. Greninja bias is still pretty strong. Okay. Mega Dragon, we saw Banette, camera up. Where's my Weeping Bell? Where's my boy? There he is. Oh, look at my boy. Ampharos. Double Zards. Sableye. I mean, this is the one I will guaranteed most likely buy.
It appears that new Mega Evolved Pokemon have been discovered in Lumio City, where people and Pokemon live. Pokemon Legends ZA launches October 16th. We have one more Pokemon trailer. Please take a look.
Is this Gen 10? No, this is Champions. This has to be Champions. Hi, Hoopa. Good to see you again. I remember getting you from McDonald's. Mega Stones. What is this? I'm sorry, what? That's a reveal. Raichu X and Y. Oh. Mega Dimension. What? What is this? Oh, it's DLC. They're already marketing
Pokemon
DLC.
Legends ZA is getting paid DLC called Mega Dimension.
What?
Raichu has 2 different Mega Evolutions. How do you think they'll
Bro,
perform?
the game ain't even out yet.
More details will be shared in the future. Let's move on to some more headlines.
The game ain't even out yet. We're getting marketed
Ready for
DLC.
some
Come on
killer
now.
Fun in the sun?
What is this?
Are you okay? You seem pretty out of it.
Originally released over 10 years ago, Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair is
Never played
making
it.
the ultimate comeback. While on a school trip to Jabberwock Island, you and your classmates
This supersedes Pokemon. This was after Pokemon.
After each deadly incident, a heated class trial will begin. In high-speed detective action, you'll shoot down contradictions and counter opponents to reveal the truth. And
2x2.
along with the main game, an additional story is included. One incident will trigger an entirely new scenario with different victims and culprits.
The wait is over. The next class trial is about to begin.
Danganronpa 2x2 launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems next year.
I don't even know where to buy these if I was to get them, if I'm honest.
History
This is
in
cool.
the 3 Kingdoms.
I have no idea what this
Dynasty
is.
Warriors Origins is marching on to Nintendo Switch 2. The 3 Kingdoms, an era of warring factions. As a nameless hero, join forces with Xiao Xiao, Sun Jian, or Liu Bei on your journey to become a true warrior. Your choices will influence your story and may even alter historical events from the 3 Kingdoms. Plus, paid DLC is on the way. Choose a different path and experience new developments that weren't in the main story.
Is this... I guess the game's already out, right? Is this the second game they're marketing DLC for before it being out?
When Dynasty Warriors Origins and the DLC both launch on Nintendo Switch 2, January 22nd.
Why is it... Why DLC?
2 fates are now intertwined.
Okay, how does this Monster Hunter... Because this is Monster Hunter, right? How does this not violate Nintendo patents? I'm going to ask the question. How does this not violate Nintendo patents? How is this allowed?
Welcome to the sprawling world of Monster Hunter, where all sorts of monsters live.
This blows my mind that Nintendo has not gotten litigious on this.
You can traverse the land, climb cliffs, swim across water, and fly through the air as you freely explore the map.
Yo, Nintendo Legal, have you heard of a case called Jif Lemon and Passing Off Laws? I would very much like an answer.
Now threatens the world. It's up to you to venture forth and find the source of the danger in order to prevent total calamity. Raise your monsties, bond with them, and work together to face whatever stands in your path. Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, soars onto Nintendo Switch 2, March 13th.
How is this allowed?
Now we're gonna go through montage. This guy, never played it, heard it's good. Bro, I would love to see sales numbers for that. Virtua Fighter. Another fighting game, sure. League of Warriors, sure. Little Nightmares. Persona 3, which I'm surprised gets a release. Because Persona 3 had self-delete themes, right? I was told it would never get a remake for those reasons. What's the finale? What do you got? Resident Evil Requiem?
What is this? This looks very Resident Evil.
Hello? Yes.
Who was it?
Dunno.
I don't think it's Silent Hill.
Miss Ashcroft, and then they hung up on me.
Resident Evil Ashcroft, right? I would not buy this on the Switch if I'm being honest. You have to remember that Resident Evil 4 Remake had a lot of optimization issues. I don't know if I trust the Switch 2 to handle it.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
Wasn't Resident Evil 7 only like a you didn't own the game? Like, it was only a Japanese release, right? Yeah, this is Resident Evil Requiem. This is new footage. Oh, she dead. She gone.
Keep moving.
What's wrong?
I'll explain later.
I've been watching you. You're not like other people, you know.
RPD.
You're quite unique.
Bro, who are you?
Tell me what's going on.
Something important.
I'm scared.
Grace.
This is in the same direct
no
as Kid
escaping your
Games.
destiny.
This is in the same game the same direct marketed at 2 children. I want to point that out. Not that I'm opposed to, I love Resident Evil, but I'm sitting here like, is this the best move for a direct with marketing towards children, Nintendo? 7? Is 7 coming to the US and Village as well? I don't know if I trust the Switch 2 to handle it. I don't know.
A brand new entry in the Resident Evil series is launching on Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you're looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem, where you'll face unknown nightmares. Plus, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, the first in the series with a first-person perspective. And Resident Evil Village, which broke new ground for the series, also launched the same day. Thank you for watching so far. Next will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
I have thoughts and opinions on that. We'll dive into that after. What is this? Final Fantasy? Because they ended with Squeenix last time. Fire Emblem?
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. Hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun.
Tournament arc?
I only want to fight so I can save my father's life.
Okay. Wasn't Three Houses our last one? Soundtrack's good.
What I seek is a great strength. An unyielding strength for any foe. Sheer strength to uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need the strength to lead my people. Strength enough for a queen!
It is imperative that I face it again.
Oh, Gage was? Okay.
I must cull it with this blade.
Face my full strength.
There's a man I hate so much that simply killing him will not satisfy me. For that reason, I refuse to die.
I could see myself playing this. I've never played a Fire Emblem game. Never.
It won't let you hurt her!
Not even Three Houses. Never played it.
And now warm blood is served in a crude cup.
You think I'd let you deny me my feelings?
I refuse to accept defeat. Not now!
For those who stand upon the final stage,
I love that man.
I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So
He's
say
just
I,
Fire Emblem
the divine
Xenos. Got it.
sovereign, that I vow to you.
Bold of you to assume my thoughts are not preoccupied with fighting Xenos. I assure you, chat, they always are.
The years were long, weren't they?
Okay.
Have you forgotten me so soon?
I'm sure for Fire Emblem fans, this is wild. Okay.
That was the trailer for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, the latest in the series. This intertwining story happens alongside the thrilling, heroic games. What kinds of stories await? Please stay tuned for future updates.
Sure.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Interesting. I think I can draw a few conclusions out of this. I want to see what chat's looking at right now. No Animal Crossing. Biggest waste of a direct could have been an email. I disagree with the stream chat there, actually. Forgot Smash, Classic, Nintendo W. It seems like it's pretty mixed, honestly. I think mixed is the correct response here, bro. So here's a couple of things that I want to kind of bring to the table. So one, we have to remember, and this is by Nintendo's own marketing, the Switch 2 is supposed to be a premium console. It is a console which you are paying, what, almost PS5 prices for? Sure, it's technically cheaper, but it is a premium console for all intents and purposes, right? That's how that works. So you're combining a premium console, which a lot of people have been priced out of, whether they genuinely can't afford it, right? certain macroeconomic things unrelated to tariffs, very specifically like the car market, home people trying to sell their homes because, trying to, recoup some of their money in order to buy, home somewhere else. Economics right now is not necessarily in the best shape. And that's not necessarily any sort of political commentary as much as that's how does Critical Drinker word it? The unknown virus of unspecified origin. Really kind of foobarred a bunch of economics, foobarred some systems, collectors markets and bubbles exist everywhere. Look at Pokemon cards, right? So just as one singular example, Silent Hill Origins, right? I'm trying to go back and collect some retro games. Silent Hill games are expensive right now. It is, yes, because Silent Hill Forte does launch literally as of time of reacting to this in like a week and a half. So that is to be expected, but there is a cost benefit analysis of, do I buy something like Fatal Frame on the Switch 2 that I question if I even own? Or do I buy something like a copy of Silent Hill Origins, even if it's like $160, because that's what I saw it going for, right? And I'm very much preoccupied with games ownership, very much preoccupied with wanting to make sure that, I'm able to really kind of play things, kind of future-proof it a little bit. Because, here's the thing as well. Remember, Twilight Princess HD, unless you have the Wolf Link amiibo, you are locked out of a specific dungeon, right? You're locked out of a dungeon. So, or even older Pokemon games, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, how there's the event with Silver and Giovanni, that's, you have to have the mystery event for it. There's no official way, even if you bought it third party, no official way via Nintendo to get those DLC events anymore. So, kind of circling back to use corporate culture, right? I guess. So, kind of focusing things. I'm a little worried in regards to ownership, but to be fair, Switch 2, we're really aware that if you don't actually own a physical copy, you don't own the game. And even if you own a physical cartridge, you have to make sure it's not a game's key card, because if it's not a game's key card, you don't own the game, right? I think it is a lot all at once to ask for people who are already struggling, which they've made their stance clear, right? If you don't have money for a Switch 2, buy a Switch 1, only to subsequently decide to up the price of the Switch 1. So that becomes a big issue for me. I'll get to the DLC in a second, because I have some points I want to bring to the table. When we talk about the Mario Tennis game, sure, yeah, ranked is going to be pretty toxic, especially if there's game chat, right? That's going to be a cesspool at higher tiers, I guarantee it. But I also think that there's going to be issues just filling slots, right? The Destiny 2 effect of trying to find people for basic Crucible and stuff, or the Solstice event PvP, right? Lack of players and lack of people specifically with a Switch 2 console means that there's going to be problems trying to fill in online. So you have to question longevity in that. When we question longevity, when I look at, say, the Mario Tennis game, this makes me wonder what prevents us from being Mario Kart 2, Mario Kart World 2. Because Mario Kart World, people hopped on. I know people like Shenpai still play it, and they seem like they're having a good time. And if you enjoy it, don't let anyone take that away from you. I don't personally know anybody with Mario Kart World, right? It's not like I do VTuber collabs or anything like that. So it's one of those things where my enjoyment of the game isn't necessarily there, because playing it solo, I could do plenty of other things solo. Literally breeding for a Friendguard Clefairy before the stream, right? So I think this is one of those things where I worry about the longevity, which I guess leads into the DLC conundrum. So, before we get to DLC, Animal Crossing, right? They set Animal Crossing up for DLC packs for years. Plural, years. And they kind of just dropped Animal Crossing after the Happy Home whatever update, right? I don't know. I come from the era of Dobutsu no Mori, Animal Crossing base, right? What we got here in the States is Animal Crossing on the GameCube. And then they got Dobutsu Mori E+, which was from our version up. Point being, so I don't know. I was kind of used to aerobics events, town events, villagers that actually had personalities. Sure, there were some villagers like Rocco, right, who were kind of angry. Some of them definitely insulting your intelligence. And I understand why they weaned back, but the villagers just kind of feel soulless and lifeless. So I guess I'm still kind of bitter on Animal Crossing. because they set that up for years and there's just not support for it. So I look at, these games that they're launching, right? Especially some like the funny Ditto Pokemon game. And it's like, is there longevity to this? Is this, they say that they're, games are going to have updates, but are they really going to have updates, right? You have games like Halo Infinite in the AAA, quadruple A sphere that are prime example of, as someone who bought 2 copies, one for Xbox, one for PC, like, yeah, they're just going to do do Destiny style like campaign drops, and they just said, no, we're not supporting this anymore. That's lit. We need one good lawsuit, just one good lawsuit in regards to false advertising, but I don't even think we're ever going to get that. Because one, specifically for Nintendo, if you are engaging with their products in any way, shape, or form, especially if you're a Nintendo, purchase of Switch 2, or if you're a Nintendo Online subscriber, you do waive your right to lawsuits in any way, shape, or form, as I understand it. And I mean, like, well, can you technically enforce it? Yes, no. Like, do you have the money to fight Nintendo? If Games Workshop, I would argue an exponentially smaller company, can just issue like shotgun cease and desists and litigation against channels, like what was it? I think it was a BattleTech YouTube channel, and they're just like, oh, actually, we're not going to file this against it. And it's like, well, you could hypothetically go after Games Workshop, but it's not going to be worth it, right? I think that we are in a situation, especially with Nintendo's patents, that we are in a real crisis when it comes to just what the consumer gets. And it really makes me sad because they set all these games up for longevity, and when they don't hit things on their balance sheets, even if the devs want to continue, it's shareholders, investors, stockholders. So when shareholders and investors ask Nintendo, so about this key card thing and when concerns about the key cards, don't tell me that. The shareholders and investors wanted things like this. It's just performative, in my opinion, my subjective opinion. But like, I don't know. From a consumer standpoint, it feels very anti-consumer friendly. In regards to consumer unfriendliness, literally getting DLC marketed to games that aren't even out. Imagine if Morrowind, right, in 2000 whatever, right, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, right, launched, because we had base Morrowind, Dagother, Red Mountain, right, and then you went into like what do you call it? And then you went into the Tribunal, and then you went into Blood Moon, right? Imagine if, because Todd wasn't even the lead at that time. Imagine if Bethesda at the time, like, was like DLC Blood Moon by now, and like before Morrowind even released, or even Skyrim, right? 11/11/11 for Skyrim, right? But imagine they're like, oh, we're gonna market you Skyrim, but you can buy our expansion pass, which will give you Dawnguard and whatever the other one was. I literally don't remember, if I'm being honest. I apologize. I didn't play that expansion. It's why I have VODs trying to go through Skyrim to figure it out. But that's how that would be marketed today, right? I think we can all realistically look at this and say that, Dragonborn, thank you. That's how, like, you would have Skyrim marketed today as base. In this direct, you would have Skyrim marketed in base. Let's say it's Elder Scrolls 6. You will have Elder Scrolls base, and you will also have Elder Scrolls 6 DLC 1 and 2. So this leads into the DLC problem, because I've experienced this with Pokemon, right? Sword and Shield was the first game to really do DLC. So I think it's a positive. It can be a net benefit, and hear me out on this. Because when Nintendo has entire engines, like, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire, Red, Leaf, Green, or Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver, or even Black, White, Black 2, White 2, right? Like, you have entire engines, right? And they use it for different games, right? X and Y's engine was used for Omega Ruby, Alpha, Sapphire, right? Like, it gives more longevity to that engine before they're forced to either upgrade the engine or go to something new completely, right? Like Gen 5 to 6 and kind of 7, right? And like Gen 7 to like Gen 8, right? Like, I understand that. It gives some longevity. And I think that like a lot of us are just like, a lot of us do kind of seek that, right? An individual, I think, is it I'm a Blissey, has quote unquote DLC via e-reader that you can make his entire video on it. I haven't watched it yet. But like, there's clearly a market for that. And I think Nintendo understands that. The problem is, one, we're marketing DLC on the game not even being out yet. Like, respectfully, kindly don't. Am I off base with this? Like, that feels incredibly disingenuous. if you're marketing DLC and the game isn't even out, why is that not bundled in the game, right? Especially, well, I guess to be fair, an argument can be made in all fairness, right? Because we've talked about pipelines, we've talked about how things can be structured, right? This is one of those things where I look at it and go, it's maybe because it's so close to release, whether by its design or not, that, well, they're just going to market the DLC because all the manufacturing for the cases and the key cards, all the marketing, distributing, all that's done. But it's still just like, then don't market it. We would have been perfectly fine, I think, most of us just getting a couple new mega reveals. The fact that, like, they just marketed the DLC? No mention of champions, by the way, either in this one. Like, it just, I don't know. That's incredibly disingenuous to me. So I've had frustrations with Sword and Shield where it's like I would have loved another DLC, but it's also like it also limits what they can do. Where it's like, cool, Sword and Shield had one DLC, Isle Armor, DLC 2, Crown Tundra, and it's like, but you want to experience more characters, like more story growth, like like Sonya and Nessa, or like you want to see what happens with Oleana and Peony, right? And like things like Mustard was talking about in regards to like a trial to come. It's like, I think it really makes me sad, especially because stuff like that, like characters like that are just going to go to like Pokemon Masters EX, right? And I really feel like this is hyper corporatization, which I mean is a given, right? But it's also just like, I feel like it's diluting and damaging the brand. Now, the Mario movie specifically, I want to clarify my point on. Like, the Mario movie specifically, I haven't seen the first one. When I was working in games testing, I know a lot of people were doing the Peaches, Peaches, Peaches meme. Heard it's a good movie. Nothing against the movie. I think a lot of us, and I saw it in chat too, where a lot of people were having issues with like Jack Black fatigue. Like, he's kind of in everything right now. And like, don't get me wrong, I love me some Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny, right? I love me some Brutal Legend, right? Like, oh my God. Like, Jack Black can play some really good roles and can be really fun. But I think, one, he has overexposure right now. And two, I think that like, just after whatever happened between him and Kyle Gass, like, I don't know. I haven't looked at him the same. And, I mean, at the end of the day, he's also a human too, right? I haven't actually seen Schoolhouse Rock, but like, respect him as an individual, but like have like criticism of like, this man is kind of in everything. So I don't know. And like, let's be real, like, honest, like Nintendo's going to be after that Sonic money, right? Like, Sonic, the way it was set up with the original design was kind of set to fail, and then they redid it, and then now we all look forward to Sonic movies, right? I still haven't watched them. I hear they're great and would love to watch them, especially to see Shadow talking about Latinas, right? As the meme goes, right? But like, I mean, we recognize why they're doing things. I think this did showcase a couple things to me in its entirety, right? This direct showcased the Switch 2 was designed to be their newest platform, a platform from which they can kind of like, like family tree branch out further into certain things like Kirby Air Riders. We are going to see plenty of Kirby Air Riders, like amiibos, right? Like, that's going to be Skylander status. Like, we're all pretty on the same page about that, right? Sonic movies, I'm disappointed. I honestly just don't watch movies. That's honestly just a me thing. So, like, I feel like this is a lot of padding out the balance sheet. Kind of like how Monster Hunter on PC felt like it was, like the release of Monster Hunter was padding out the balance sheet for Capcom. I personally have reservations if the Switch 2 can even handle something like Resident Evil 7, 8, or 9. I guess the Switch 1 did handle Resident Evil 7 in Japan only for a while. But, like, I don't, especially with how the Resident Evil games have gone in regards to optimization concerns, I don't know if I can support it on the Switch. Like, I'm honestly going to be buying on PC. It'll be a game I buy on PC. Like full disclosure, right? I don't know if the Switch 2 is powerful enough, and that is a big concern. And I don't want to run into another issue like Scarlet and Violet ran into, where you're clearly selling a game for a system that can't handle it. Scarlet and Violet, how it plays right now, like, I'm back to actually playing Pokemon again, right? Like, actually playing, right? And the problem I run into is this should have been how it played, if not at release, at least after the first or second patch. The fact that we had to wait, 2 years through that many technical issues and it making my eyes hurt is wild to me. So, and especially, once again, and this is kind of the capstone of kind of what I'm discussing, especially with current business practices from Nintendo with patents, right? And that's going to be the big one, whether, patenting, riding mechanics, Charlie's Most Critical making the video in regards to patenting summoning mechanics, right? I think that, I personally, full transparency, I have always been against any sort of copywriting or patenting mechanics, right? Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor. Oh, well, Warner Brothers game, needed to make sure that they copyrighted that Nemesis system so no one else could use it, and they're doing jack all with it, right? And now that patent is still tied up for how many years? I haven't vehemently disagreed with it since the actual argument has started. Looking at Monster Hunter, and I'm going to be honest, and I mean no disrespect to Monster Hunter and Monster Hunter fans, I genuinely mean no disrespect. Me looking at the new Monster Hunter game, like, I literally have to recall Jif Lemon. Sorry, not Jif Lemon, right? I literally have to recall Jif Lemon and passing off laws, because I look at that and go, this looks similar to Breath of the Wild. As a dumb consumer, I look at this and go, this is similar to Breath of the Wild. And yet we have issue. The Pal World situation is a little more complex as I understand it, because I guess there was code involved, allegedly stolen code, and that's a big point of contention. I am super underread on that personally, but that's my problem, is that Nintendo wants all these patents, and they're kind of just, I guess, playing gatekeeper, toll booth status of just well, we own the patent. Yes, you may make this Monster Hunter game. Yes, you may do this game with the summoning mechanic. Last I checked, Nintendo wasn't the Mafia. Nintendo's not the Yakuza, right? They're a large company. They're a large media company, but you're just that. You're a large media company. Unless I miss something, right? It doesn't matter what an indie dev does as long as they're not, blatantly just stealing from you, right? Right? I don't know, man. It is such a weird one for me. And even if it's this is supposed to go after fan projects and stuff like that, like ROM hacks and stuff, you still own authorship of the IP. I can't just make something, call it the Legend of Elda without the Z, without Z, right? And have Ocarina of Time mechanics. Right? Not only is it going to look weird because it's well, clearly this is just a derivative, right? But Nintendo does still hold authorship of Zelda as a property, and I'm sure there would be a strong legal case to go after me, right? We all kind of understand this. So to me, this is very interesting because there's a lot of 2026 release dates, and I guess we are towards the end of the year. So this is going to be within about 6 months or so. Because God, it's already at the end of the year already. Nintendo is further damaging their brand to me as a consumer, and I'm going to use that word. I am a good little consumer. They're damaging their brand by selling DLC before the game is out. They are damaging their brand because of continued patents and allowing things, in my opinion, that I would genuinely love a lawyer who knows and understands both copyright law, Jif Lemon, as well as passing off law, to look at Monster Hunter and say Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, and genuinely look at this and go, okay, but is there an argument for passing off here, right? Literally, when we talk about Jif Lemon, and this is the big thing, right? A lawsuit was fought, I'm trying to get it to load, over these. Over lemons. This. And this was the whole lawsuit, chat. This right here. Are these different? Are these not? A lawsuit was fought over this and set modern legal copyright precedent. So you're telling me that things that look different like this but are similar, and now you're going to compare Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom to Monster Hunter? I suddenly have an issue with this. And I think a lot of us need to have a conversation about it. Whether you're in favor of Capcom, whether you're in favor of Nintendo, look, come to your own educated conclusion, right? And a lot of this, right? If you like the games that were presented here today, if you think this is a 10 out of 10 direct, by all means, come to your own educated conclusion. It's what I keep saying. I, in good faith, look at something like this. I feel that Nintendo is continuing to damage their brand. I feel that Nintendo is still, while a company, yes, needs to make money, they are still genuinely, in my opinion, just hyper over corporatizing things. Like, I guarantee you that there are devs want to do certain things, but well, it comes down from the top. You're focusing on this, right? And that's kind of how the job works. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, performance updates. Nah, we need to push this, or well, we would like to do this. This would be a really cool idea for the next Pokemon game. Nah, you're pushing this, right? And I feel that like you can kind of see like the artistic, ingenuity and stuff come out in certain games, right? Like Yoshi, like some of the new Mega Evolutions for Pokemon, right? Like you can see the art come out, but it's still incredibly corporate, and I think that that's where I have a lot of concerns. So I think a lot of people are going to like this Direct. I think that a lot of people are going to like Mario 40th. A lot of people are going to like this. I look at every game revealed today and assume that it is going to be $80, $80 USD. Now, I will also supplement this with my own personal subjective view of if Nintendo is trying to backtrack on $80, I will have an issue with that because you sold me a premium console at premium pricing and promised me premium games. So now you're going to back off of this $80 thing because, oh, well, we're sorry because we got caught? No, I think Nintendo should be forced to sell their games at $80. They wanted to push that decision. They should reap the consequences of that decision. However, I do acknowledge that this is very anti-consumer. I acknowledge that this is going to be very unpopular as an opinion because this will lock people out of buying games. And it's going to ultimately, at the end of the day, allow Nintendo to walk away scot-free. So I would differ. Nintendo Switch 2 is a premium console. They charged a premium. Games were marketed from first-party Nintendo as $80 USD. A premium over many modern AAA and quadruple A games. I would argue wholeheartedly that they sold a premium product. Luxury, if you will, right? Apartments versus luxury apartments. But at the end of the day, this is just one person's thoughts on the internet. I got silly today. I brought up the waifu model. There's definitely people who haven't seen the waifu model, so I figured I'd bring it out today and just yap for a little bit. At the end of the day, come to your own educated conclusions. I feel like I owe an apology for a lot of my last Direct because I was very upset that last Direct. And I think that some of the criticism was absolutely unwarranted, but I think my core frustrations do still remain. And at the end of the day, bro, I don't care if Nintendo makes money. I guess I'm also like entitled in a way because I came from, Ocarina of Time, followed by Majora's Mask, followed by Wind Waker, followed by, Twilight Princess, right? And followed by Skyward Sword later around the Wii U era. And it's like, I really feel like, well, it was technically on the Wii, right? I feel like I'm just used to games that actually come out because we shouldn't be waiting and this is not Nintendo, right? We shouldn't be waiting freaking 10 years between like Halo games, right? We shouldn't be waiting 10 years between Zelda releases, right? Which is why the Yoshi game, I'm curious what the budget on that was. If the game pricing is more expensive, like, does it have to be that expensive? That becomes the problem. So, yeah, I don't know how to end this if I'm being completely honest. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for letting me yap for about an hour and a half. This is come to your own conclusion. If you like the Direct, like it. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, right? I personally have a lot of concerns. I have a lot of criticisms. I think when I look at the Direct, most of it, and I go back, it's most of the games. I'm like, yeah, these are okay. There's just nothing that blows me away. There's nothing that blows me away like some older Nintendo games did, and I think that that's really telling of not only Nintendo, but that's just telling of not only games, but entertainment as a whole. When's the last time you were genuinely excited for a movie? When's the last time you were genuinely excited for a game release? And, yes, you're going to have those excitement things, but I don't know. Come to your own conclusion. Tomodachi Life, if people want that, I can definitely make a stream on that, and that would be pretty funny. But thank you, everyone, for watching. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to go do other things now, because I got to go make sure I go eat, drink, etc. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.